Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. We'll see the Houston Rockets and the Miami Heat. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Here's the starting group for Houston. Yao is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then it's Harden. And it's Drexler in at the 3. A putback, James on the follow.
Yeah, that's weight room there. The muscle of James, really hard to contain, especially when he's crashing with that kind of focus.
Drexler against James. Drexler left side. A baseline J. It's good on the putback.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Hardaway finds James. Stolen by Drexler, and it's the Rockets on the break for the finish, and finished off by Drexler.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Hardaway, no good. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Yao kicks to Drexler. Harden against Hardaway. 4 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. From deep. Yao misses.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the head coach for the Heat. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best, when we're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
All right, David, thank you. Sounds like to execute the plan group, they're going to have to get that good shot selection.
No doubt about it, Kevin. If you want to shoot a high percentage in this league, you have to be patient, and you have to understand what quality of shots you get.
Exactly, and if it's not there for you, simply make the next pass. Keep the ball moving. Give the offense a chance to do what it's designed to do, which is produce the best shot.
Harden, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you got to know Harden's looking to get to the line. I mean, one of the best in the game at going right into the defender and drawing fouls.
Houston shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
And, you know, after being a sixth man during the beginning of his career, Harden has blossomed into a big-time star. He's a top-tier combo guard in this league now.
Good on the second free throw. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Wade. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
Now here's Harden. It's blocked by Shaq. And he recovers it. Drexler passes to Harden. Yao inside, defended by Shaq. The Rockets with another miss.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
On the wing, James. And there's the pass to Wade. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor.
And Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Now, here is Harden. Pass to Yao. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Shaq. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And Ming, boy, I tell you, this guy is so big. He's a dominant force who also has a touch that belies his size. This guy is a real force at both ends.
The Heat making a switch here. Bosch is checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Wade against McGrady. Puts it up from 17. Rebound by Yao.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Harden outside. Passes to Yao. And he banks in the layup.
And Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
Yao with the block. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Goes back up. And it's Yao getting it to go down. Yao's got 6.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that.
Timeout.
He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Mourning dishes to Wade. To the paint. Bosch kicks to Mourning from the baseline. Jump shot is good that time.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Harden, no good. Miami trailing. Outside Hardaway. From past the arc. Yao Ming pulls it in. Yao's got 6 rebounds now in the game. McGrady kicks to Drexler. Six to shoot. Lets a floater go, and Mourning sends it back.
How about the reach of Mourning? Very impressive and very long, too. An elite shot blocker who does a good job timing his jump.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Wade gets the bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Harden with it. He's picked up by James. And the basket by Harden.
Impeccable form there. I mean, Harden should teach a master class in shooting. Doesn't get any better than his jump shot. Efficient, economy of movement, and the stroke often leads to splashes.
Here's Hardaway. James Harden picking up that last basket. Over Harden. They get a hand on it.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
He makes that one drop, only a second in 5 tries.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Morning's shot is good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Hardaway against Harden. Down low. Here's Yao. Pass to McGrady. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
Hardaway against Harden. And Tim Hardaway the bucket on the assist by LeBron.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Harden. He has 5. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Heat. Rice is checked in. And Smith subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Here's Murphy. The teardrop falls in. And the Rockets lead by 4.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Rockets the pass to Smith. Here's Rice. 5 to shoot. Sampson pulls it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now, here is Murphy. That's tipped. They retain possession. And that one's good, Francis.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Here's Morning. Smith on the wing. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He feeds it to Whiteside. Ball's knocked loose. 5 on the clock. Here's Rice. Miami no good on that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Now, here's Dragic. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Murphy against Dragic. Francis' shot is off.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Now Dragic. Sweet little floater. Now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
1:44 left in the first. Here's Murphy, rejected by Dragic.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here is Smith. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Dragic. Floats one up. Got a piece of it.
And Sampson literally takes away a part of the floor when he's out there. Don't even try to get shots off in his area, or that's what's going to happen.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
So it's the Rockets now, following the score by Miami. Here's Francis, covered by Smith. It's Murphy outside. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Rockets the pass for Cycling. Good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Miami shooting their first free throw of the night here. Jones checked in for the Heat. Houston making a switch here.
And they call Cycli the spin doctor because of all his fancy footwork on that low block. I've seen Ronnie leave more than a few guys grabbing at air when he pulls off one of those post moves.
Now here's Malone. Got a hand on it. Ball looking over the floor. Over Rice. From the top of the key, he buries it. And the Rockets lead by 6.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
There's Dragic with the 3, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And Paul is known as a dogged defender, somebody who gets right up in the face of whoever he's on.
And so it's the Houston Rockets, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
They've got Jones. He's out there with Dragic, and it's O'Neal in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. They get it back. Sampson shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Sampson, an imposing physical presence. So long, 7'4", towering big man who I think is as versatile a big man as I've ever seen. Scores, rebounds, defends very well. Very impressive. Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. He doesn't get the second one. The Heat trail by 7. Here's Jones. It's good. Jones has got his first 2 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Now the pass to O'Neal. Over Smith. That's good from Shaq on the assist by Jones.
Boy, a dominant big man is O'Neal. Superb control inside. And this dude will feast on the interior.
Pass to Sampson. Here's Tomjanovich. Here's Malone. That shot is off. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Inside. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Cycli. Cycli's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Ball against Dragic. Passes it to Tomjanovich. Got a piece of it. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. The Heat making a switch here. Brown's checked in. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Over to the left wing. Here's Sampson. That one a little long.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Jones lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got his 2nd bucket. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
The Rockets trail. And here is Paul. Pass to Malone. It's blocked by Shaq.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
The first one falls. LeBron's checked in for the Heat. Hardaway comes in for Goran Dragic. He hits one, then misses the 2nd attempt from the free throw line. And so it's Houston with it. Drexler with it. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. In transition, here comes Miami. From about 19 feet, it's rebounded by Houston. Drexler outside. To the middle. Can they get it? Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Miami. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
Paul passes to Smith. It's stolen by Jones. And here they come. It's rebounded by Paul. Rockets trail by 5. Knocked loose, tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Wade, he's checked in for Jones. And a switch here also for Houston. McGrady's checked in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Malone right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks the ball. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Brown.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Hardaway, no good. Rockets trail by 5. Drexler passes to Malone. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and Malone excels at putting himself in a great position, really on both ends. Just a dynamite rebounder and interior scorer.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Miami.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
The first free throw is good. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Both shots good from the stripe. Now the Heat with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Wade passes to Hardaway. Count that one. And the Heat lead by 5.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Hardaway against Harden. Kicks it out to Malone. And taken away by Brown. In transition, here comes Miami. And Wade slams it in.
Man, I like watching Wade get up for the dunk. You know, he's in the twilight of his career, but still showing how high he can get on those slams. Impressive.
Harden can't hit. Miami leading by 7. Here's Hardaway. Misses off the right iron.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Harden dishes to Drexler. Shoots from 12. Second chance shot. Olajuwon, no luck.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And the dunk by Brown.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Houston making a switch. Yow's checked back in. Here's Miami now. Really controlling it now with an 18-2 run here. Wade against McGrady. From deep, James. Rockets with the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Harden on the wing. Over Hardaway. The Rockets with another miss.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Yow with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
And the shot goes down. Yow's got 8.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Hardaway finds James. Wade with it. Drexler defending. Drexler against LeBron. Here's Hardaway, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Tim Hardaway has a really nice skill set. A nightly double-double threat thanks to his scoring and dime-dropping ability.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And Miami making a change here. Morning's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Hayes, he's checked in for Elijah. Hardaway hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Well, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
They get the rebound. There's the three. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Wade. Morning. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. A shot by Harden, wide open, and he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional, Kevin, at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
The pass to Hayes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 5-point Heat lead.
Boy, the size and strength of Hayes. I mean, love seeing him get into position and score down low.
LeBron kicks to Hardaway. Down low, here's Bosch, and the dunk by Bosch.
And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Drexler against James. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Harden scanning the floor. The shot. The putback. Hayes controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hard work on the offensive glass, paying off with the second chance points there for Hayes. If he's got a shot at the rebound, he's not going to let anybody else take it away.
Rockets foul.
That's checked in for James. And a switch here also for Houston. Murphy's checked in. Lobbed up there for Wade. It's deflected.
You know, some might say Hayes plays the game angry, and there was definitely something angry about his defense there. What an emphatic rejection.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Bosch. And it's Dragic in for Hardaway. Rockets trail by 5. Now here is Murphy. 5 points in the game. Pass to Tomjanovich. Knocked away. It's taken away by Smith. There's the dish to Dragic. Wade outside. Pass to Smith. Now here's Whiteside. Inside. Here's Wade. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Hayes throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Pass to Wade. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. Rockets trail by 5. Here's Murphy, and Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Murphy, and Morning sends it back. Wade right side, and Wade slams it in.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Here's Tomjanovich. Another miss by Houston. The Heat leading by 9. Here's Dragic. That one off the back iron and out. Here's Murphy. Dragic with some nice D. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Right side, good.
And, you know, Steve Smith has a team-first mentality. When one of his guys is open, he finds it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And it's Dragic off the drive. Yao with the block. But they recover it. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes. Count it. Wade's got the lead up to 13 now for Miami.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
That'll do it for the first half. Miami ahead, ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena tonight. The hometown fans getting after it. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaquille O'Neal's here. So is Kenny the Jet Smith. Dwayne Wade has been all over the floor tonight. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So on the floor for Houston, Olajuwon is out there with Drexler. Then it's Harden, then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Yao in at the center position. For Houston, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, one of the more entertaining players we've seen in the game. Clyde Drexler, the glide. Athleticism all over the place.
And so he hits both. And so James will bring it up for Miami. The pass to Wade. And And Wade slams it in.
And, you know, Wade doesn't mess around when he's driving inside now. Exceptional at taking off from the launching pad and flying in for the dunk.
Pass to Olajuwon. Olajuwon drawing the double team. Here's McGrady. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. McGrady's got 6.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Stolen by Harden.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Clyde Drexler on the wing. 16 feet away. The shot, no good. Excellent D from Wade. Miami leading by 10. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Shaq with the slam.
And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
Pope loose. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Harden. And Mourning sends it back. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Hardaway against Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway with the steal. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Weight room muscle on display there, James. Even when he gets hit, he can still score.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for LeBron.
And, you know, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
It's Hardaway with the drive. Here's Mourning, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Mourning's got 8 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Hardaway, and he lays that one in. 8 points for him.
Yeah, how about the quick feet there by Hardaway? Terrific at getting to his spot on the floor.
Drexler against LeBron. Drexler outside. In the corner, Harden. Rocket 6. Shot on the wing. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Hardaway. Dishes to James. The Heat need to get a shot off. And there's Hardaway. That's good on the assist by LeBron. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night. Rockets trailed by 19. To the inside. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Boy, the athleticism of Olajuwon. Love it. Showing how efficient he can be when he's close to the bucket. A terrific throwdown.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it's going to be on Tracy McGrady. For Miami, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2-guard who is also a clutch performer.
Houston making a switch here. Sampson's checked in. And he sinks the second. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room. Jones checked in for Miami. Smith checked in for the Rockets.
Watch him.
Drexler left side. High post shot, and he comes up with the deuce. Drexler's got 4 points this quarter. And here's Miami. They're on a 14-6 run. Hardaway passes to Rice. Heat moving the ball around. On the basket by Jones.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Miami leading by 18. Passes it to Rice. Pass to Cycli, and that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
And Miami making a change here. Bosch is checked in. Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here's Drexler. He has 6.
Come to me.
Smith outside. 5 on the clock. The pass to Paul. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Paul's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. On the wing, Jones lets it go with the 3. The shot, no good. And it's Houston the other way. Smith outside. That's tipped. Paul for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Paul's got 5 points so far.
You know, the more of these threes Paul hits, the more dangerous he becomes as a passer, and he hits his fair share of those threes.
Feeds to Jones. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 7th assist in the game.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Here's Drexler, and Drexler throws it down.
A high flyer, yet it's seemingly effortless in terms of how he just swoops in to the basket. Clyde the glide in full effect.
Pass to Bosch. Over Elijah. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Paul outside. Passes it to Smith. A 3 ball. And another 3 for Houston.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Got to respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Pass to Jones. He kicks it to Rice. Here's Bosch. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, Chris Bosch offers a versatility that you got to love. I mean, a terrific big man who can sink it from deep and also does solid work on defense and can post you up as well.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Miami.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
First one falls for Brown. He's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Hardaway. That one misses.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
The 19-foot shot. Here's Sampson. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, almost impossible to keep Sampson off the boards, and even harder to prevent the putback. It's just not his size. It's his nose for the basketball along with tremendous quickness.
Here's Paul. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Dragic looking for an opening. Jones, no one around him. Back to Brown. He dishes it to Dragic. They get it back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Miami, they have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. That's checked in for Goran Dragic. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And only about 60% from the line for the game. They shot it better in that first half, but have fallen apart here in the second half.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
The Heat have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12. And that one falls for Rice.
Yeah, and in college, on his way to winning the national championship at Michigan, Rice set the March Madness scoring record. He was out of his mind in that tournament, averaged over 30 points a game.
Malone moves back up. And it's Miami with the rebound. Bosch has got his 5th rebound in this one. Smith against Murphy. Tips it up. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got 6 points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those. Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Miami grabs the miss. Bosch has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A leader in the locker room, Smith, somebody the younger guys can look up to.
The Heat have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Smith. Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Hayes, he's checked in for Houston. McGrady comes in for Chris Paul. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Houston with it. There's the pass to Francis. A floater. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Yeah, Malone showing you the bounce. How high he got up there. Dunking comes pretty easy to him. It's quite easy when you get that high up.
Smith left side. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Moses Malone. The Heat have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Heat making a change here. James is checked in. Smith hits them both. Rockets trail by 17. Out to the right wing. Malone in the post. Whiteside's there. Malone can't hit.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Tries from 10, and Whiteside sends it back.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
And, you know, this is where James is most dangerous, attacking and looking to tear into that defense.
Murphy against Jones. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Malone. Nice shot from the wing. Malone's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
James. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 46 seconds left in the third. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Brown. Jones looking for an opening. James outside. Back to Jones. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here are the Rockets now. Pass to Malone. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. It's rebounded by Brown. Outside, Jones. Here's James. And there's another one for the Heat.
James is really a clever player. I mean, he uses trickery as much as he does brute force, proving to be one step ahead of them there.
And so it's the Miami Heat finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hardaway is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then there's Mourning, and it's LeBron James, and it's Whiteside in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
Boy, how fast Hardaway gets inside is something to watch. Really excels driving all the way to the rim.
James against McGrady. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea.
Hassan Whiteside. That's his first personal foul. At the line for Rockets, Yao Ming. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Yao. Smith checked in for Tracy McGrady. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Houston ball.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. For 3, Smith. And it's Miami with the rebound. Cycley's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Left side, Hardaway. Pass to Cycley. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. Well, I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. To the paint, here's Murphy, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
So it's Miami now. Wade passes to Whiteside. Olajuwon with the block.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
Here's Murphy. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Houston with a new 14.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Kicks it to Olajuwon. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past. But the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
James dishes to Wade. Top of the key. That shot off the mark. And Houston the other way now. Murphy down low. Wade is covering. Excellent D from Wade.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Houston on D. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. O'Neal kicks to Hardaway. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Now Drexler. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
It's stolen by Olajuwon. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Morning's checked in for Chris Bosch. And a switch here also for Houston. James Harden, he's checked in for Paul. Rockets on offense. Drexler outside. From deep, Harden. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Wade. No good off the back of the rim. And here's Houston. They're on a 12-4 run right now. McGrady against Wade. McGrady passes to Harden. Now Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed. So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
And how about Wade going hard to the cup there, using his strength and athleticism to get past the defense.
And that one goes long.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
On the wing, Hardaway. Guarded by Harden. Hardaway passes to O'Neal. Over Drexler. That's good from Shaq on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Harden against Hardaway. Tries from 10. Harden gets the bucket.
He's so good at making the defense feel and look helpless. Even when they're right on him, Harden finds a way to make defenders look silly at times.
And then Wade slams it in.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Harden right side. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 16 points for Yao.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Now against Wade. Pass to Shaq. Out to Wade. 4 on the shot clock. Hardaway for 3. Miami with a new 14. Chalk up 2 there. O'Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
He gets that one.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden's, so much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
And here is Hardaway. And Harden comes to help. It's tipped and stolen by Yao. Harden against Hardaway. Harden dishes to Drexler. We've seen some ugly incidents last few years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line in interacting with players are usually fueled by alcohol. I don't know how you could control that element of it. The incidents are few and far between. We have seen a few more, but I still don't think it's an epidemic. But I think security, and then each team and each franchise should really be educational with its fans about what's acceptable behavior and what won't be tolerated.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so James will bring it up for Miami. It's an 18-point lead. Wade outside. Kicks it out to James. McGrady against Wade. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Kept alive. Mourning. And Mourning throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Boy, the aggressiveness of Mourning inside, I like it. I mean, when he's this deep, he's looking to throw it down.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Drexler against James. Olajuwon, the pass to McGrady. Kicks it out to Drexler. No good from outside.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
James outside. A floater. Olajuwon with the block. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send him to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the stripe.
No good on the free throw. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
And he's good on the second.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Outside Hardaway. Wade against McGrady. Wade outside. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, James. It's hauled in by McGrady.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Yep, it counts. Olajuwon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, you got to admire the muscle of Olajuwon, easily pushing through the defense and converting in his unique style.
Outside Hardaway. And the pass to Wade. 56 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Back to Shaq. Shot, high post. It's rebounded by Houston. And it's Houston on the break. McGrady kicks to Drexler. Back to McGrady. From downtown, it's good from long range.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
James against Drexler. LeBron with it. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.